It's time now for your weekly fishing reports and real-time outdoor news. This is the Southwest Outdoors Report.
Okay, here's your quickie trivia question for the day. Everybody thinks of Lake Texoma as a blank lake. Fill in the blank. You got it right. Striper Lake. Today, we're going to show you something completely different. We're going to fill in the blank with a new species, crappie. Yes, that's right. Lake Texoma is also an excellent crappie fishing lake. And on today's show, we hope to show you just how to locate those crappie, how to catch them, headed into the rest of the spring and early summer months. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Barry Stokes, and we are at Lake Texoma on a cloudy, dreary, rainy, overcast day. And I want to swing around here and give you a little look at Texoma in the background. We're actually up here at Soldier Creek Marina today launching the boat. You won't believe it. I got here yesterday, fished about a half a day trying to scout the area out just a little bit. It was a beautiful day, perfectly calm, sunny, 78 degrees, unbelievable. But overnight, big cold front, big rainstorms, temperatures dropping and the winds blowing. So we'll see what happens out there. In the meantime, today we're going to give you all your latest fishing reports from your favorite lake in the region. Right now, I get the Nitro Z8 out in Texoma. You go back to the FSN studios where Julie has your weekend planner.
The fishing tables are predicting fair conditions for your weekend at the lake. Peak game fish activity should take place in the afternoons with the best times beginning at 2:25 on Saturday and 3:10 on Sunday. The sun will rise at 7 o'clock and set at 7:56. And we just had a new moon on Wednesday, so evenings will feature a moon that is only 10% illuminated. Stay with us. We're coming right back with all of your fishing updates from around the Southwest. Plus, I'll return with the Whataburger Ask the Pro.
The Southwest Outdoors Report is brought to you by Mercury, the official outboard of the Southwest Outdoors Report for 11 years running. By Academy, right stuff, low price, every day. And by Tracker Boats, fish the finest.
Got one. Ooh, good one. Look at him pulling my big long rod. Come up. Now he's giving up. Big one. Big old crappie. Look at that. Oh man. That's a slam. Look at the size of that crappie. Oh my gosh. Hey, welcome back everybody. Southwest Outdoors Report today. Caught that one on a little Bobby Garland. That's a slab slayer on my big, long, loose Wally Marshall Signature Series pole. Show all that stuff to you at the end. There's a big Texoma crappie. What a great way to get it started. I'm going to back up here and show you something. One thing I've discovered yesterday in driving around the lake is I saw these buoy markers here on these fish attractors. And if I can get it around here, you can see it right there. And I noticed several of those. And I actually caught several fish in the brush piles that are sunk underneath those buoys. So I went online last night in my hotel and I looked those up, and here's the cool thing. The Oklahoma Wildlife Department has put all of these brush pile locations online for the public at all the Oklahoma lakes. So we're going to put a link up where you can find these. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a lot more information on this in our bonus members only section. So if you'll sign up on our website to be a member of our fan club, it's free. You'll get all this bonus information, but we'll give you all the information. Look right here. This is what one of these attractors look like right there. They're not all marked. And so online, they give you the waypoint locations, the GPS locations, the lat and long coordinates that you can punch into your GPS, and it will take you right to every one of these brush piles. We are keeping crappie today, so this one goes back in the live well. Looks like we're in for a good day, even though it's raining, cold, windy, and nasty. Let's get your fishing report started. And first up, here's Cajun Phil and Kevin down in Louisiana. What a nice crappie.
Hi friends, Cajun Field here with your Fox Louisiana Fishing Report. I tell you what friends, right now these cold fronts have been killing the fishing. Weather like this, you need to be out there and get on the water. You'll catch yourself. Toledo Bend, Lake Caddo, both of them reporting lots of fish action during the prettier days. When it's windy, cold front comes through, naturally it's going to slow down. Right now, small fish been caught in 0 to 2 foot of water, throwing small 1/4 ounce spinnerbaits, killing the small little pound, pound and a half fish. You want something a little bit bigger? Back up to 3 to 5 foot of water. Throw a double blade spinnerbait. I like 1 gold, 1 blade, and 1 silver on the other blade. Again, I like a white or chartreuse skirt. These work really well. There I throw a 3/8 ounce or a 1/2 ounce spinnerbait. Also, the Strike Pro Flapjack's been working really well. There I prefer a red color. Also, Rattle Trap's doing really well, again, in the red color. As far as saltwater action goes, I tell you what, let's head over to Hackberry right now and talk to Captain Kevin Broussard, who's coming in right now. Kev.
Hey friends, Captain Kevin Broussard here with your Fox Sports Outdoor Report. We're talking Louisiana saltwater fishing right now, and we're talking Lake Texoma. Tell you what, you can see today, we caught a bunch of big old nice reds. Tell you what, we caught a lot of these fish on soft plastics, caught some of the bigger reds on gold spoons in some shallow water. Right now, springtime, a lot of birds are starting to pick. You got some school trout, you got a few schools of reds out in the middle of the lake. Fishing shouldn't be doing nothing but picking up.
Tell you what, you want to make a trip down here, contact old Cajun Phil. It's real easy. CajunPhil@hotmail.com or call me, 337-540-5530. Ask about any parts of Louisiana. I'll tell you where to go, what they're hitting on, what they're not hitting on, what some good guys in each one of the areas. You want to book a trip here to Cajun Paradise Lodge and Charters? It doesn't matter. If you just want to talk fishing, you call me. We'll talk about it. Till next time, it's old Cajun Phil for Captain Kevin saying, happy fishing, and may God bless you. We're going to see you folks next week.
Well, I have not hooked a crappie, believe it or not. I have hooked into the Lake Texoma bonus. Wait till you see what comes up right here. This is on my big crappie rod. Look at this. That is a big old Texoma smallmouth, and a good one at that. Look at this. That's what can happen when you're out here crappie fishing with your little, oh man, little Wally Marshall Signature Series rod. Oh, I didn't even have him hooked all that good. And look at that. There is a little bonus special for Lake Texoma right there. Beautiful smallmouth, about 5 pounds, something like that. Man, on my crappie rig. All right, we're going to a break. Let me remind you about something. On our Facebook page, we are giving away some great Stren gear this month. All you've got to do is go to our website, click on the Facebook logo, it takes you to our Facebook page. You click the like button, you go to the entry form, fill it out, and we're going to be giving away a limited edition Stren tournament jersey, just like the pros wear and just like I wear here on the television show. Custom made, not many of these around, and you could win one, along with a bunch of Stren line, fluorocast, 100% fluoro, original, and some Stren hats. A great package. We're also giving away a bunch of Southwest Outdoors Reports limited edition t-shirts as well. It's all on the Facebook page. Go register. We'll give all that away at the end of the month. All right, this smallmouth is going back right here in this shallow water. Stay with us. We're coming back to Lake Texoma for lots more action after this. Don't you go anywhere. Got him. Oh, another big one. Another good one. Look at that crappie. Oh, look, he ate that jig all the way down inside his mouth. Up he comes. Wow. There's another slab right there. Hey everybody, we're on Texoma today, showing off what a great crappie fishing lake Texoma is. That one was not as big as the first one, but he is out here a little further away from that brush pile. You can see I'm drifting right straight into it. I'm probably going to run into it, but it'll slide off to the side there. A lot of times on cloudy days, these crappie will roam out further from the brush piles. Now yesterday, they were real tight right in the brush piles because it was sunny. So if you get a bright sunny day, fish straight in the brush, find it on your graph or poke around with your rod until you get hung up on it and find it, fish straight in it. But on these cloudy, rainy, nastier days, low pressure system, the fish will branch out, and so you'll need to circle out around the brush pile more. I want to show you another way that I caught them coming up in our next segment. Yesterday, I caught them in a completely different way than this. another way you can catch them on Texoma, and I'll show that to you next. Right now though, we're going to check in with Brian Hughes, state of Texas, see what your freshwater reports are doing, followed by your saltwater reports down on the coast. This one goes in the live.
Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you by Johnson's Fiberglass Collision RV and Boat Repair. Now we're going to start on Richland Chambers, where the sand bass and hybrids are moving back to main lake points and those humps that are on the maps on Richland Chambers. You'll want to fish for them with several baits. Start with a 1/2 to 1 ounce jig head with a soft plastic shad type bait. Then you can try slabs, spoons, and of course cordell spots. Also keep a topwater handy just in case they start surfacing. Now down on Livingston, you'll see the same thing in the river channels around Pine Island. The hybrids and the sandies will be making their way back to those areas to feed up on lots of shad. Using the same baits, cover those areas until you find the fish, then mark a waypoint or just drop a buoy and stay in that area again with your spots, your slabs, your spoons, and of course your jig heads with a shad type bait. Now catfish on Livingston are beginning to move toward the shallows, but they're feeding, not spawning. So look around the dam area and fish 10 to 12 feet of water with your prepared catfish baits. That's this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you by Johnson's Fiberglass Collision Boat and RV Repair. Let's check in with Mr. Bill Olson. He's on the coast.
Hi folks, Forever Last Hunting and Fishing Products brings you this week's report. It's time to fish the shorelines for trout and red, so fish the best with Forever Last G2 weight belt, Ray Guard wading boots, floating landing net, pliers, and more. Forever Last Real Girl gear lineup is trimmed in pink, especially for the ladies. Forever Last Hunting and Fishing products are available at better sporting goods retailers or the website on the screen. Like them on Facebook for special discounts. Well, just like the weather, fishing has been hot and cold. When conditions allow, fishing's been good, and some of the hot spots include Sabine's Mid-Lake under the birds. All the Upper Coast jetties and passes are seeing increased numbers of trout moving into the bays. Sheep's Head and Black Drum have also been caught at the jetties by free-lining live shrimp. Now, East Matagorda has given up solid catches along the south shoreline, where wading anglers have sought protection from the winds. Tidal movement has also been a factor, with anglers playing falling or rising tides to find and catch fish. Around the Port Aransas jetties and either side of the Corpus Christi Ship Channel, speckled trout are working spoil islands and grassy shorelines. Fishing's been best in 4 to 5 feet of water to the shore. The upper Laguna Madre has been on or off around Emerald's Hole, the King Ranch shoreline, and down to the rocks of Baffin Bay. But catch it right, and some really good trout have come from topwater baits as well as soft plastics. Some of the warmest water on the Texas coast is in the lower Laguna Madre, and fishing is picking up just about everywhere. Airport Cove has a few big trout in scattered reds. When winds blow, anglers have fished the color line around the convention center. Long Bar has scattered trout and have been caught on a variety of artificial and live baits. This weekend, both Saturday and Sunday have a double tide schedule of 2 high and 2 low tides each day. I'm Bill Olson, and I'll see you on the coast.
The Southwest Outdoors Report is brought to you by Costa Sunglasses. See what's out there. By Lubes, setting a new standard in fishing performance. Feel the difference. By Strand Fishing Lines, the standard of dependability. By Strike King Lures, #1 in fishing. And by Whataburger, just like you like it.
Got him. Don't get in my trolling motor. Good crappie again. Ooh, that's a dark black looking one right there. All right. Chasing him all over the boat. Look at that. Man, these fish are huge right here. Texoma has got some giant crappie in it. I'm gonna drift into this bank. Well, this is a good opportunity. Welcome back, everybody, your Southwest Outdoors Report. I want to show you how I caught him yesterday. Now today, you can see it's cloudy, overcast, raining, cold. It's about 46, 47 degrees, something like that. Yesterday, sunny, 78 degrees, no wind, and I caught him strolling or spider rigging. Now, you'll see here, I'm gonna roll in some video that I shot with my little GoPro camera. You'll see that I was actually out at the mouths of some little coves and creeks. I was not fishing up shallow, fishing in 10 to 12, 14 feet of water, something like that. Had 4 rods out with 4 different Bobby Garland baits, strolling them along at different depths. And you can see I had a really good day yesterday doing this. I had my 4 Atwood rod holders out and had these baits all different directions in all different depths. And you can see right behind me there on both these shots that you'll see is a little mouth of a creek or a mouth of a cove, and that's where these fish are going to be headed to spawn when they actually get ready to make nests and lay their eggs. But as of right now, they're at the mouths of these bays and creeks. Had a really good day yesterday doing a completely different method. So you might try both things. Try these brush piles, try getting out and strolling and just moving along some little points, mouths of creeks, mouths of coves, just inside the mouth, small little pockets are going to be your key to doing that. There's one more for the live well for you right now, and that takes us to Oklahoma, and here's Gary Dollahan.
Hey, you know what they say about April showers bringing May flowers? Well, we've got flowers, we've got trees budding, we've got fish coming into the shallows, great springtime fishing in Oklahoma. Parts of the state have had some really good rains. As a result, the waters are coming up, Gibson's up, Eufaula's up. 10 killers now more than 2 feet above normal, where just a month or so ago it was 10 or 12 feet low. Now those areas where the water has come up, try to find spots that are on the northern sides facing the south with areas that you can get right up against the bank to fish. If you fish large flats that have big expanses in them, a lot of times you can't get into where you really need to get. So concentrate on areas where you can get right up against the bank that has some flooded vegetation or other types of cover there. Crappie and bass will be moving into those. Next several weeks should be really good for shallow water fishing here in Oklahoma. Now if you want to find those areas on the map, look for the ones that have the little blue line coming into the backs of those creeks. That shows those are runoff areas or they're small live creeks coming in. Those are also the same areas the white bass will be moving into spawn right now. Now I'm getting reports on some really good blue cat fishing, extremely shallow on Grand Lake on the flats, the big flats, and we're talking 3-4 foot of water or less. Those fish move in there this time of year. Look for a piece of structure that you can visibly see. Get to where you can position your bait up above that. If you don't have a bite in 15 or 20 minutes, move on, but some really big blues are being caught. Also, crappie fishing from Lake Keystone is good right now. The guys are telling me they're catching them from the docks 12 to 15 feet deep. Guys are also catching them extremely shallow on the banks. That tells me the crappie fishing in Oklahoma is to the point now it's going to be a lot of fun in a lot of different places. One thing about it, you can't catch them if you don't go.
The Southwest Outdoors Report is brought to you by Exide AGM Marine Batteries. Starts like new, stays like new longer. By Gene LaRue and Bobby Garland Lures. With our baits, a good day of fishing is in the bag. By Motor Guide Trolling Motors, engineered for anglers. And by Nitro Performance Bass Boats, pure performance.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time now for our Whataburger Ask the Pro feature. Our question this week is from David in Texas, who asks, any tips for bank fishermen? For some advice, we checked with Bassmaster Elite Angler Timmy Horton.
Hey, I tell you, I love fishing out of my Nitro Z9, but there's also something special about fishing off the bank. If you don't have access to a boat, don't let that deter you on thinking you're not going to be able to catch fish, and in particular a big fish. There's some real special places all throughout the country. You just have to ask for permission, try to do a little homework to find those private areas that you can fish, and hey, even if it's public bodies of water, you're still able to catch fish from the shore. What I like to do is really pick the time of year that it's going to be phenomenal. The year that the fish are going to be on the bank is obviously in the spring and the fall. The summer months it can be a little tricky as those fish are going to move out and get offshore. But the spring and the fall, fish shallow, fish those lures that are close to the bank, and you're going to find that you don't have to have a $40,000 boat to catch a giant bass.
Thank you, Timmy. If you have a question for one of the pros, just visit our website at southwestoutdoorsreport.com, click on the Ask the Pro link, and send us your information. Now let's see who our winner is for the Costa Catch of the Week.
Hey, congratulations this week to our Costa Catch of the Week winner. She is Mary Allen of Rockport, Texas. And something kind of unusual for our show, this is a big 22-inch flounder she caught at Capano Bay down on the Texas Gulf Coast. If you'd like to enter the contest, go to the website at southwestoutdoorsreport.com. Right-hand side of the page, click on the Costa Catch of the Week area, send us your photo, and you could win a brand new pair of Costa sunglasses like Mary does on this week's episode. Now, if you want to see all the Costa frame and lens styles, again, go back to our website, front page, click on the Costa logo. You can see all the frames, all the lenses, including this month's frame style of the month, double hauled, and I love it in that brand new camo color that you're seeing. This week on the Academy Sports and Outdoors Right Stuff feature, I want to show off the rods and reels that we were using to catch these big monster crappie here on Lake Texoma. This is the Wally Marshall Signature Series Rod and Reel Series. These rods come in a variety of lengths. They're all long. They run out to 10, 12, 14 feet long. The reels come in two different sizes. One's a little beefier and one's a little smaller. And you can see there the two baits we used. We showed them to you earlier. The Bobby Garland Slab Slayer rigged on Mo-Glo jig heads. Hey, this week on Stuff That Matters, I want to tell you a little story from last week. I was out jogging beside the road when a guy drives by, throws his empty soft drink bottle out the window and nearly hits me. Now, he didn't try to hit me on purpose. He was simply so oblivious to his own littering that it didn't even matter that I was there. Well, here's my point, take it or leave it. I believe that God gave each one of us a responsibility to take care of the planet we live on. Now, don't get me wrong, don't jump to conclusions. I'm no tree hugger or anything like that, but I do believe each of us plays a role and does have a responsibility that goes far beyond simply not tossing trash out the window. It involves things like making sure your truck doesn't belch black smoke into the air, taking care of our parks, lakes, rivers, bays, and streams. Hey, that's where we spend our recreational time with our families, and only killing what you're going to eat. Things like that all add up, and if you and I will do our little part, I promise it will make a big difference in the world we live in. Hey, I hope you enjoyed our show today on Lake Texoma. Even on a very nasty day, we were able to catch some really good crappie for you, show you what's in this lake in a couple of ways that you can catch some. Don't forget to join us next week on the show, next Thursday night at 10:30 p.m. or right after the Dallas Stars hockey game, if that game were to run late. We'll also be on Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. You need to set your DVR for that airing. It never changes. Also, catch up on our latest episode on the front page of our website in full HD at southwestouttdoorsreport.com. From there, you can also link to the YouTube channel where you can see all of the past episodes of our show archived there. And for lots more news, videos, and photos, go to our Facebook page. You can also get there from the front page of our website. And don't forget to enter the Great Gear Giveaway, where this month you could win that limited edition Stren Tournament Fishing Jersey, Stren Fishing Lines, some Stren hats, some Southwest Outdoors Report t-shirts as well. It's all on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Southwest Outdoors Report. From Lake Texoma, until next week, I'm Barry Stokes. Be safe, have fun. Bye-bye, y'all.